Hi YouTube, Nasty888 here, bringing you another free-for-all game this afternoon. And if you've enjoying the video so far, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. Today we're going to be playing yet another game with the Mongols. The last one was fun, but we did end up losing. But I wanted to showcase some of these civs that if you guys have ever played free-for-all and you've gone over to the AoE world subreddit and looked at the win rates in free-for-all, you'll see that Mongols is one of the bottom three civs in terms of win rates. It's just a terrible civ for most people to win with. You don't do too well with it typically. There are ways to overcome that. In this game, as you probably already noticed, we're playing on standard. For whatever reason, I always queue nomad mode, but once in a while it gives you a standard standard queue regardless. But you'll see one of the things that is nice about playing standard as Mongols is you start right away with the con. You don't have to wait for it or anything. Pops right out. We get that right away, and we also can't do the stable trick where we get the really early stables to win us a lot of sheep. But one thing that's nice here is that we've scouted water right away on a standard map. To me, that's a huge boon because probably other players don't even have a scout yet, or they're just starting to scout. I did notice this was mega random, so I did head straight for the middle to see if there was going to be water. And it also means that no one's going to be spawning right away on water, so this is great for us. We can go here. I skipped my oboe, fortunately, before we scouted, and we found that we can get on water right away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the whole map here. We see everyone's kind of split up pretty evenly. Evenly apart from each other, and no one is yet on water yet besides me. It looks like orange is scouted, red is scouted, and red is going straight away as well, but we're going to be the first one to get on water. So this is great because one of the things you like to do as Mongols is just age up directly, go all the way up the Imperial, get that out about as soon as you can. So I think getting on water as Mongols is very essential, very useful and practical. One of the best civs, I think. Get on water, even though it's not like technically, like I think Japanese would probably be the best civ to have on water just because it's cheaper to invest in water. But just in terms of what you want to do in the game, going up to that Khaganate Palace, going to be real nice to have. So we see red, he's right on par with me getting on water here. We have blue's not gonna be able to access water, he's kind of too far away, but everyone else will have the opportunity if they want it. Orange is also getting on water, but he's a little bit behind schedule, and teal for whatever reason is not opted to get onto water. Let's see if he scouted it. So he has scouted it, but here. So it looks like yellow's gonna be a big threat this game, orange maybe as well. Well as yellow has opted also not to get on water yet. He's getting on wood though, so maybe he has plans. Maybe he just wants extra town centers. We'll see what that's all about. But I've decided I really want to go hard because I don't think anyone's contesting me. I haven't actually scouted red, but I figure I'll have these pawns because it's a standard map. I know the other players are evenly dispersed throughout the map. I know I went straight for water. I figure I'm gonna pump up to like 20. I want it. My goal is to get to like 24 more boats. Like seeing this big water. I've scouted the whole area. I've seen that there's plenty of deep water fish on it. I want to get a huge amount of fishing boats here. We're just starting our deer stones. We're not particularly rushing it. Just a couple workers on there. We're still I've got about 5 workers for every docks that I'm operating on, so 10 workers now for 2 docks, and now we're adding our 3rd dock, so we can go up to 15 on wood for that if you want to. No action yet. We can go ahead and speed up this game a little bit, I think, and get into what happens in this game. We also have this game player up here who's building he's just going for farm economy. Babby. So now, we're gonna be able to afford our H3 landmark very shortly here. Which is gonna be great because we have tons of fishing boats. Select everything. We see 21 already. And excellent. Yellow's now on water as well. And he's pushing orange off of it. So he's gone straight. Instead of going into a lot of fishing boats, he decided he wants to claim the water, which I decided not to aggro red. I wanted to just chill and get my... It's kind of a risk. He could build his things first, but we weren't really too close to each other, so I wasn't too worried about that for now. But he fortunately did decide to ignore me, give us peace on water. We didn't request or anything. We did lose our con here, got surrounded by bills of all things. Funny, this actually happened a couple of times throughout this game. Let me pause for a second here and turn the game volume down because I think I left it yeah, I left it up way too high for the YouTube video. This is what I have to change it when I play versus when I'm commentating. So we get our Khaganate Palace starting at, you know, before 12 minutes, pretty early. You can see we got up to 26 fishing boats, and we're gonna leave it at that. Good number. We did get one fishing upgrade as well, and now we're just pumping you know, a ton of food per minute. 1200 right now, 1300, and now we can start thinking about what we want to do next. So I've neglected getting my oboe until now, which you know, with getting the wood here, I probably could have added that on sooner. I didn't really think about that, but I did want to rush to H4. I did you know, rush to get my H3. I did miss, looks like, one of the relics here. I didn't even scout that one, but I did grab 2 of them, I believe. Got a couple, one relic? Maybe just one. Okay, maybe someone else took the other one. So we got a relic. We want to get that as soon as possible. And we missed this one that was closer, unfortunately. Scouting path. Just missed it, sadly. And now we're going into do some what I typically do is throw down a couple archery range, a couple stables. We go into cavalry. We want the horse archer, the Maganai, and we want the Keshik. And a couple of blacksmiths too, because like basically all your, you know, all your upgrades from university and blacksmith are all upgraded here at the blacksmith. So we're gonna need at least 2, if not more, blacksmiths in this game. Let's take a look at everybody, see what's happening on this map. So far no one's been eliminated. I think orange was set back pretty severely. Purple looks like he's not doing too well either. Looks like red is attacking him. Let's take a look at this right now. Oh, he's already just lost his town center, and now his king is gonna get put down. So red picks up first kill of this game here on 2. And he was the one I was worried about. Looking at what I scouted in this game, I kind of scouted some of these other fishing ponds. I didn't really see that anyone was on them. I knew they probably would be, but I figured red is going to be my biggest threat in this game. So I did want to deal with him eventually. He's also taking the only sacred site on the map right away. So right now we don't have much of an army yet, but we are going to start getting our upgrades and pumping out the army. The Khaganate Palace is running. Our first, you know, unit was unfortunately a nest of bees, not very helpful there. But at least a little bit defensively, we can use that. Now we're starting, after we get our landmark, we just put almost everything that we can onto wood, and I want to throw down extra town centers to get my villager count up there, since my economy has been a little bit neglected outside of our food income. And fortunately enough, we still have red not really threatening us on water. He only went into, it looks like, 8 fishing boats, so he didn't go very heavily onto water. He's even got his storehouse down, and he's farming as well. Interestingly enough, probably a bit of a mistake on his part, but you know, if you get the storehouse, I guess you do get the free farms. But why not take advantage of them and just think investing more heavily, especially as Japanese. I'm surprised as Japanese he only went with the 8 fishing boats. Maybe he was also worried about me pushing him off, so he didn't want to invest too heavily. But we've boomed real hard on water, so we're doing great. And now we got this big gold vein here. See any more engagements here on this map? Or we're ready to fight. Let's see. Okay, so my Khan did get surrounded again, but he's an Imperial Khan now, so he's elite Khan. Yeah, just pop some of these vills, and I think he puts a hole for himself in that, and we're able to escape this time. Now we've neutralized the site, so red doesn't have that anymore. I wanted to make sure I got that first. And now looking at that's so funny. I'm just accidentally getting kills here. Wait, is he trying to feed his king to me? Oh, he's probably just using his ability, right? Or maybe he wasn't. Maybe he gave up and he wanted to give his king. I didn't even notice that. I was just running away. that elite Khan does hit pretty hard. He is pretty low health though. Okay. Yellow taking over the center here. We're getting these golden stone veins. Now I'm thinking about, okay, I've got a little bit of an army here. Speed things up. You know, the yellow gets a kill. Looks like yellow, I didn't notice this, but he was in teal's base, and he pops teal with some his knights here. I guess yeah, teal didn't have too much going for him, so yellow was easily able to roll double the score. Pull right over that player. Nice. Okay. Now yellow and red both have a kill, so we'll keep an eye on them. Now that I've got, you know, I probably could have attacked sooner. Thinking about this, I do want to finish some upgrades. They're nice to have, and now I have, you know, a trebuchet, break down through walls. I think I set my eyes on the green opponent just above me. He's still in age 3, so I know that he's not going to be like the biggest threat probably in the world. I'm well into my Imperial for a while now. I should be pretty strong against him. I should be able to really take him up. And red seems to have the same idea as me. So we'll watch my. Looks like green is fully walled here, so we'll check out the vision. Then move up here. Red does not have. As you notice, red does not have a scout with him right here. Whereas I believe I have a Khan, or yeah, the Khan is here. I do see this happening. I'm like, okay, so red's attacking green here, but I'll just try to break through on the other side with my siege, and then I'll try to rush green's king. What I decide to do. Anyway, I didn't want red to see my army here, make him aware of what I'm doing. You can see green's preoccupied with threat of red, who hit first. So I'm just gonna run in behind him here, and he's gonna surrender. He just decides to give up. He sees this getting double teamed, and then, you know, red becomes aware. And yes, he does clean up some of my siege here, but I was a little worried he might go for my Khan here, because I'm not really set up too well with my towers yet. But we do end up being able to push red out of here. And now I set my sights on red. I'm like, okay, you know, red, you're the biggest threat to me this game, so far as I've seen, and I want to eliminate you, even though I was a little worried this might be a long engagement because of being on water as well and aging up quickly. But as we did see in the replay here, he didn't invest too heavily on water, so he doesn't have the biggest food economy ever. And that's going to be reflected in probably his army supply. I'm at 110 military. Red is on only 46, yeah, so as you can see, we're just going to easily roll over this army with our elite Keshiks and a few horse archer manganize. So I want to talk about one other thing too, is what I did in this game is I made a lot more stables than horse archer ranges. The reason I did this was because while I love horse archers as well to help us support this army, I really want the torch damage from the knights, from the Keshiks, right? Like the horse archers are not really going to torch. I mean, they with the fire arrow, maybe they do a little bit more damage to the building, but they're still not going to torch the same way that that melee units do. So that's why we invested substantially more into the Keshik here. We click on my army. You're gonna see I have 22 horse archers and 34 Keshiks. I think we did lose a lot of our Keshiks in that battle, probably, but we're definitely going heavier on the Keshiks here. Now we see me pushing into red, and red is, you know, he's already lost his main army. He's trying to quickly rally a castle to defend himself. And this is tough because this is a Shogunite castle, of course, so this is gonna take a while to burn. So if I didn't have a lot of Keshiks here, we would definitely have some problems you know, hitting through this castle, even with nothing here to defend it at this point. But we're just gonna focus his army down because this is we see that this is gonna take a while to burn. So I'm just gonna every time he rallies in units, I'm just gonna deal with them. Just to kind of, I don't want to risk you know, my snowball getting overwhelmed here by just focusing down the castle when it's burning so slowly here. Alright, so we're down to only about, you know, we're about even on Keshik to Khaganate now because we lost a few. I have 17, now 20. Meanwhile, we see yellow's getting ready to assault orange, it looks like. Blue's never just been involved in this much, he's chilling. So I think red just gave up. He realized I was eventually going to break that and he just surrendered. Fortunately, I made it a little easier to break him there. Now we've got 2 kills, so we're looking good. We're ahead in this game. The only other player with a kill, I believe, is yellow. Yep, yellow has 1 kill, and he's probably about to get another one on orange here. Orange has his king outside of the town center and doesn't have much to work with here. I guess he's been set back in this game quite substantially already. Yellow, oh, it's like he found the king and he's gonna run his king down. I don't know where he's going with this king, but he's not going to get there. So orange is down. So me and yellow are even now on supply. I moved down to outside his base, and I realized he had walls. And I also realized that, oh, I've lost all my own you know, siege for walls. I had some catapults or some trebuchets earlier, but I believe killed them. So I don't have any siege that's going to quickly go through a wall. So I decided instead of going after yellow right now, I'm going to go try to check. I'm going to go check blue if he's walled in or not, because I see that yellow is 100%. And I have to wait till my trebuchets rally, so that's gonna take a little while. So I do decide, like, I'm not gonna bother with yellow just yet, even though he is the big threat right now. I want to see if I have time. I know that he just got this kill on orange, so I'm gonna see if I have. Hopefully, I'll have time. Go over here and snipe blue. If he does go for my base, I do have a lot of towers now. I can work on defending with. You see blue doesn't have much either. He was not on water at all. So we're easily able to overwhelm his army. And going for the kill. And this guy's just a Chinese player, so the town center does have the cannon, of course, but does have the barbican here. But with our overwhelming force here, it's not gonna make too big of a deal. So let's take a look and see what yellow has right now. We are up a kill now on yellow. Let's take a look at his supply. So he's got. He's also gone really heavy on fishing boat economy, 34 fishing boats. But we see his bank. I feel like his bank is not that impressive, even though it's higher than mine is right now. I've actually spent all my bank just recently, maxing up. As we go along here, you see I've already gone up to like over 310 supply. And I do have fewer fishing boats, I believe. I think I probably got them out sooner though than yellow did. And so his army supply is 113. He has a pretty big economy. He's also got 117 workers and 34 fishing boats. I believe our economy is a little bit less than that. So we only have 98 vills right now. We did probably fall behind too much. That's why you see my bank is like nothing. I probably should have made a few more vills. Would have been nice. We do have bigger military here. 186 supply to his 113. So we've got, you know, quite a bit bigger of an army here. So now that we have I had some trebuchets coming in, rallying in somewhere here. Oh, it's a mega now. Let's see what I got here. Here's my trebs. Okay, come back. Now we can work on this wall here for yellow. And we're gonna just go ahead and take the sacred site, throw down some towers to defend it. This is a distraction, really, if not more than anything. We're just gonna try to push him. But we do see we scout that with these towers that he has all these juicy, like 48 vills at this gold mine. So we're gonna go down here and clean this up. But we do see that he's going on our flank, so I'm backing up to defend. Probably didn't back up soon enough. Like A moved him and. We did wipe all those vills though, which is really nice. Now we're gonna take the fight. So yellow is trying to flank me, but he does push me off my own goal. But you can just see the army difference here, right? Like we're so much larger than he is in terms of military supply. So we're gonna go ahead and just crush his army. Our Keshiks and horse archers. 5 and 43. So you see, even though we did make more Keshiks this game, they are the first to go down in these battles, but we do actually end up with more horse archers than Keshiks in the end. And now he has a few siege, but we can just run past and we can wipe up his siege there and go. And that's how you do it, you know. Despite being a pretty tough civ to play and you know, in free for all, you saw in the last game, we did a lot of defense, a lot of defending our own king and town center and landmarks with the towers. And now you can see an offensive approach where we were pretty successful attacking other players and pumping up our economy, going straight for the Imperial Age, and especially on water, it's a lot easier, right? I was a little worried going into this map, seeing that it was standard, because I know I can't snag up all the sheep on the map, but because there was water, we didn't have to even worry about sheep. We didn't do any you know, farming or any gathering really. Outside of the first couple minutes of the game where we put a few on sheep, we were exclusively on water. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.